Hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another OfferVault webinar. Tonight, unfortunately, Mark is not with us, so I'm stepping in to make a brief introduction. We have with us Ron Davies and Michael Somerville from FB Trainer, and they are going to present an exclusive webinar outlining Facebook for Business. And I'll turn it over to you, Ron, and please tell us what it's all about and how it's going to go. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rick. On behalf of Michael and myself, first of all, I'd like to thank you guys, you and Mark, for having us out tonight. The stuff that we're going to provide your attendees tonight is very cool, very unique, actionable material that will have a market and immediate impact on what they're doing in the CPA space. You guys can find out a lot about Michael and I either on Facebook or on Google and get some background on us. Right now, we are the international standard in Facebook for Business. And when I say Facebook for Business, I'm talking about a real marketing company that's backed by the Chamber of Commerce, that's embraced by Harvard MBA students and faculty. We're talking about real business coming from a real marketing company. So you guys right now that are in here listening are in the right place at the right time if you want to dominate your market. Now, I'm an old-time guy. Michael and I make kind of a dynamic duo because Michael is a newer age, social media born marketing guy. I'm an old style list guy from the 90s. And I'm one of the top guys on ClickBank. In fact, in Canada, I was the first Apex Elite affiliate on ClickBank, and ClickBank only represents about 12% of the business that I do. So we know what we're doing, and we've done all kinds of things in different marketing spaces, but you guys have to have a reason to listen to us. So it's not just another guy running off at the mouth standing on a soapbox. So as I mentioned, we're sponsored by the Chamber of Commerce. Now, for those of you that don't know what the Chamber of Commerce is, it's an organization that's in just about every town and city that helps local business do their business and is a connectivity body that brings businesses together. A lot of people in the IM space don't get involved in that. Please do. You know, there's a little tip. Go out and join your Chamber of Commerce. There's a huge market right there, and these guys will help you with your business. They also are a tremendous filter for what's real and what's BS. These guys have the biggest BS warning light on the planet. If you do not pass the Chamber of Commerce litmus test, you don't get to play ball with them. Universities, Harvard University, MBA faculty are raving about the content that you're going to get access to tonight at FB Trainer. We're experienced internet marketers. We've been doing this a long time. We do consulting online and offline. Michael and I have been flown all over the place, teaching not just Facebook, but teaching companies from Fortune 500s to best-selling authors, Paul Laven, Stephanie Frank, event holders, all these kind of things, how to use the internet properly. Because you guys know in the CPA world, the internet is not about websites. It really has little to do with websites, and that's what we're going to dig into tonight. We do lots of business development speaking. We're in masterminds. We're actually planning our whole September month for attending and teaching at masterminds. We're coach to market leaders. A fellow named Paul Evans is the top business coach in the United Kingdom. We are his coach for how to take things onto the internet. So this is what we do. We have 20 years of training experience. Two of us here are ex-military trainers in the technological fields. So we know what we're doing. And all I really want to do is, besides patting our backs here and telling Mike what a great job it is I want to assure you people that when you're in front of this and you get in front of myself or Michael, you're in front of the very best that there are at what we do. And I want to leave no doubt about that. We're going to give you some really cool stuff tonight. People have asked, what's the difference between what you guys are doing at fbtrainer.com, in spite of the fact you do the apps and you've got, best-selling business people backing you, Elsa Eldridge is backing you, all that. What is it that really makes you different from what we see about Facebook advertising, Facebook pages, Facebook this? Well, here's the difference, guys. A lot of caffeine products are being produced for Facebook. A lot of guys that during the day say, do you want fries with that? By night are producing Facebook products. Those are Facebook product mills. We're a Facebook training company. That's what we do. That's all we do from the morning. We come into this office and we produce Facebook training content, okay? That's really the biggest difference. So you are getting evergreen guys that every morning we're listening to what Zuckerberg says, what's going on in Facebook. We're figuring out how we can make that work for our coaching students, for our clients, and for you guys that are here tonight. So Michael is going to take you through some really cool stuff, and it's going to be stuff that you can act on. And I don't want to get too far off of the rails here because we only have a fixed amount of time. Although Rick's been really cool about it. We said just before you guys came live that, geez, we might run a little bit long, and he said he's cool with that. So you guys will be here to the end. You're going to get a tremendous amount of awesome content. So with Michael, I'm going to hand it over to you, Michael, without further ado, and show him the rock and roll, buddy.
Yeah, awesome. That was a really good introduction. Yeah, well, thanks again. I'm sorry that Mark's under the weather, but we're gonna give the most content we can for sure and get you guys rocking. I'm gonna do a bunch of live stuff. Was gonna do some preset stuff, but something came up, so I'll do it completely live, and you'll see exactly what we run through, which a lot of guys aren't gonna do that. But first, we're gonna into some more information. So what we do, and this is exactly what you guys, and I'm pretty sure a big majority of you guys are CPA, and you're running, affiliate offers and stuff like that. So this really hits home with you guys. Doesn't matter if it's business or what you're doing, but you want to create a lead and convert it super fast and as fast as possible, right? Because that you want to get money in your pocket. So our main thing with everything we do is we create the lead and convert it. A lot of guys worry about other stuff. All I do all day long is I create a lead and convert it into money or convert it into dough, whatever I want to do. And the best way to do that right now, and the cheapest way, and sometimes almost free, well, I can show you how you can do it for free, is with Facebook. So this is definitely something, if you're not in it already, after this webinar, get on it and use the content we're going to give you and start pumping away. So why Facebook? Why are we creating this buzz and, we're, preaching Facebook, all that kind of stuff? Well, we know, obviously you guys understand, and this slide's going to be really good for you, is generating traffic and advertising on Google is a complete hassle. You got to do all this keyword research, SEO, you got to learn different tactics on how to get your campaigns, your AdSense to work, and all that stuff. And we know all that stuff. We've done that for years, but it's a lot of work. So if you want to make money today, you got to spend half the day trying to make money before the money comes in, right? Well, with Facebook, I can show you how you can do it with 1 or 2 clicks and boom, the money's there. Other platforms charge too much money. Like LinkedIn is ridiculous. I tried a campaign on there just for testing the other day, and I got like 10 clicks, and it cost me like $90. I was blown away. Bing and Yahoo, like Ad Center and all that stuff. Yeah, there's ways to get cheap clicks on there, but it takes a lot of work. And we all know Plenty of Fish just really doesn't convert at all unless you're a master at it and you're in the dating niche or something like that. Little to no investment with Facebook. You got a free website, free advertising. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with Facebook. You can start marketing to the exact targeted audience you want to market to instantly. So it's not, sitting around waiting for the traffic to come. Your target traffic is there right away. And that's pretty much the best part about Facebook. And if you're new to online marketing or new to CPA marketing or new to PPC marketing or PPV or anything like that, your success rate is going to be really high compared to trying and going and getting on Google and all that stuff. Because, I started out doing CPA and a little bit of traffic and stuff like that, and I almost got out of this business because I struggled at it. And a lot of people struggle at it and they don't understand. So if you take what we're going to give you tonight, your success rate is going to go up at least 90% because it is that easy to do. Your research and prospecting is done on autopilot, and that kind of has to do with like the business end of it, because what we do is a ton of different ways to make money, but on the business end of it, when you're researching stuff and you're trying to generate leads and prospecting, it's done pretty much on autopilot. Right now, I was on a recent webinar where Zuckerberg was talking about an API glitch or something, but they have 750 million registered users right now. A lot of guys are still saying 700. I don't know if there's a glitch in the API coming out of there or what, but it is about 750 as we speak. 50% of those, these are kind of standard stats, 50% of those are users that log in daily and are super active. It was crazy. Pretty much, I do a lot of shopping with my wife and my daughter. And, when you're walking through the mall, you see everybody's on Facebook, on their mobile phone or on their iPad or whatever kind of little pad they have. So a lot of people literally log in and are sit on these things daily. They're linked to at least 130 people, friends, family, colleagues, stuff like that. On average, now this is kind of low, but on average, the users are linked to at least 80 pages, events, groups, applications, anything that has to do with Facebook. They're at least linked to 80 of those unique things, which is huge for marketers. Facebook's hosts 700 billion minutes a month. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't think anything else really other than TV can say that they host a captured crowd for 700 billion minutes. That's ridiculous. Traffic for search and interaction struggle is more. It is totally different than Google, and their search and interactions have surpassed Google. So that is a huge stat, and that's why Google's literally scared out of their pants, and they're trying to come up with new stuff. And they're on track to do in 2012 1 billion users, which at that point we will have, if you take the 50% rule, well over 500,000 people to market to at any given time, which is simply amazing. So what you need to realize, and this is key to anything you do on Facebook, it is interruption marketing. It's hands down the best way to make money, 100%, but it is interruption marketing. And you have to understand the difference between search and interruption. Interruption is you're basically putting yourself between A and B. On Google, which is search, you're trying to get from A to B. So we kind of interrupt what people are doing, get in the middle of it, and make money. And through social stuff and different ways of marketing, that's what we do. And that is literally the way to go to make money nowadays. And if you're not doing it, it's simply ridiculous.
I'm just going to inject something here. That's what I do, is jump up on the soapbox with Mike once in a while. For the guys who are like the old-time marketers like me, where Google is kind of going home to mama in terms of where to find your market, there's a couple of things that we never really thought about Google. And one of the things about Google, for any advertising on Google, is that Google knows absolutely nothing about the person looking at the computer. Now, this is something to think about for CPA people in particular. Google knows nothing about the person sitting in front of the computer. Google knows about the computer. It knows what browser you're using. It knows what pages that computer goes to, but it has no idea about the behaviors or interests of the actual user. Now, here's the thing to compare that to. Facebook, on the other hand, knows everything you talk about, who you talk to, what pages you like, what your interests are, not just the interests from your profile, but in your dialogue, the people you communicate with and the keywords that you use. The other day we had the hockey finals, right? And I'm not really a hockey guy, which makes me a unique Canadian. I'm more of a martial arts sort of guy. But what came up is there was some banter going on Facebook, and I made a comment about our Vancouver team, which lost really badly, as probably everybody knows here. And the very next Facebook page I was on, down the right-hand side, was all kinds of good hockey stuff for sale. So Facebook knows right away by who you're talking to, what you're saying, what pages you like, what conversations and pictures, images, and videos you like. It knows all about your behaviors, because anytime you're on Facebook, you have to be logged in. Now, what's cool about that, as Mike will probably tell you later on, is Facebook is now capable of tracking your behaviors when you're not logged in on sites that are not part of the Facebook platform, which is even cooler for us, as marketers, because we have so much information. And sorry, Mike, I kind of stepped on you there, but just for the old time guys that are doing the Google stuff and trying to figure out why is Facebook better, it just is so much easier to target. Mike's going to show you how you can check a target market in about 3 minutes. You can allow Facebook's engine to check your target market for you. Very cool. There you go, Mike.
For sure. Yeah, no, that's good information. Like, everybody's jumping on that Google Plus thing right now, but I mean, that's going to crash. It's going to fail like everything else. But that's the only way that Facebook or Google, I'm on Facebook, Google will know who's who on Google. So unless you're signed into that while you're searching, they're never going to know what's going on. Whereas Facebook had this developed from day one. So they're just trying to catch up years later. So that shows you where they're at, which is quite behind. Okay, so when why should you care about Facebook? So when you begin using Facebook for business, you're positioning yourself in the middle of, I like to call this as a turnaround. Now, if you're from the UK and stuff like that, these are very popular. They just put one in down the road from where I live. They're very rare in Canada, but this is a perfect illustration of how stuff's working. People are coming into this turnabout, they're turning and waiting to get off on, the next turn. You got to go right or left or whatever. And literally, you put yourself in the middle of that and can pick off those people as they're, going around doing their thing, socializing, commenting and stuff like that. You're picking off these people and making money from them. That's how easy it is. And that's why I love that illustration, because it is literally that easy. It is crazy. You're given the ability to build a know, like, and trust with your customer leads in a public arena, plus do this for almost free, and position yourself as an expert. Now, the thing is, people trust Facebook. They've already got this, this thing with Facebook. They're on it every day. It's basically a part of them. If people, and this is true, people can't function unless they sign into Facebook at least once, twice, 10 times, 100 times a day. So people trust Facebook. And if you're marketing on Facebook, not spamming, but marketing properly the way, we're teaching you tonight, people trust you. And they believe that because you've posted something there, that advertisement, Google or Facebook approves it. So the know, like, and trust is built almost insanely, like within seconds. Like, it is crazy. So you can literally take them from the page to your offer to your bank account. Like, that is, the trust factor is there, and that's why people are making money, and that's what we're going to show you tonight. Interaction is instant. You get unlimited amounts of insights, like Ron was already saying. The insights are insane, like right down to where people almost standing on the street corner, you can market them, and you can get a reaction and feedback within seconds, within moments. So research, I like to use the example of, a dairy or an ice cream parlor. If they wanted to feature ice cream of the day, they could get a response within seconds, within moments of posting to their page. And a lot of people don't understand that, but literally, if you use this for business purposes, that is the result. So if you want to do something today in your ice cream parlor, you want to offer XYZ as a flavor, you can post, hey guys, we're interested in offering XYZ as a flavor. What is your thoughts? And within moments, because it's ending up on their cell phone and their text messages in their inbox, they're probably signed on during that situation, and they'll comment right away. And once they comment, it goes through viral, right? So other people get to see it and stuff like that. So you can get a response to your clientele within moments. 8 o'clock in the morning, you open up at 8:01, you'll know exactly what to offer that day. And we do that actually with our offline clients. There's many different ways to actively generate profits with 1 or 2 clicks, for real, not a push button. So when I say 1 or 2 clicks, I literally mean copy the link and paste it. That's how I make my money all day long. And it literally, my daughter's 5 years old and she knows how to do it now. So it is pretty easy, but if you don't know, how to build it up and how to do it properly, then you can really struggle with it, but it is easy. And tonight we're going to show you how to do that. Facebook gives you the ability to advertise directly to individuals are interested in your business, your product, or service. They track everything that happens and store it in their database. So like Ron was saying, is everything's tracked. So when you leave Facebook, you're being tracked. When you're doing stuff on Facebook, you're being tracked. When you say like, when you say comment, share, posted photo, they got this face recognition stuff now. Whatever you're doing, they're tracking it. So your words, your typing patterns, everything, and they know exactly what you do, when you do it, and how you do it on Facebook and outside Facebook, which I can show you later on how they do that. But literally everything's tracked, and as for a marketer, that is gold. That is money in the bank, and that is something that you cannot get from Google. The most we can figure out is like IPs and browsers and search patterns, but we can't know exactly what the people want, and that's what Facebook gives us, and that's how you make money. I'm going to give you an example of a campaign. I ran this, like I said, I was going to update it, but I haven't. I can show you a live one, but this was ran a month or so, 2 months ago. Actually, probably 3 months ago. And this literally was an application that is on Facebook. And through Convert to Media, they offer, it's called Are You Interested? And I ran this targeted in India, and this was the results of that campaign within a few hours because I just wanted to test it. And this is the results of that exact campaign. We ended up getting like 312,000 impressions, 472 clicks at a 0.151 click-through ratio, which is huge. And we paid 6 cents a click and 9 cents per impression per 1,000 impressions. I spent $28. But the key here was that this was laser targeted. So the people that I wanted to see this, seen it and clicked it, right? So those impressions could have been doubles. Like we know, sometimes people have to see it 8 to 12 times before they'll click something or buy something. So that's cool. So a lot of those impressions would have been the same person doubled up or tripled up. But I ended up with my tracking getting 307 clicks at just under 6 cents, which ended up being 189 conversions at $1.35, which was $255.15. So a profit of $227.15 in a couple of hours with one campaign, and we run tons of these all day long. So that is the power of Facebook, and it is that fast. So, I mean, if you were to set up that campaign on Google, it would take you quite a while to do, and then you have to wait for the approval process, and they might not approve your this, that, or the other, and you can't use an image unless you're using a banner, and if you're using a banner on a site, we all know that's going to cost a lot more money. So that right there was a profitable campaign, and it can be replicated basically anytime I turn around, I can just turn that on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, and make that kind of dough. But that literally was, they went from that ad, and this ad here is the exact ad, and they went to the install, and if they installed, as you guys know, you paid on install, and I got paid. So that was a pretty successful one. We weren't running apps at that time, and we wanted to test it, and that was one of the successful ones. I know a guy right now that's spending I think $500 a day, and he makes $2,500 with that exact app. One of our students. So that's a pretty good idea. Now, this is another way, like you can run advertising. For the example, Expedia ran this sorry, this is definitely live. I'm getting tongue-tied. To win a trip in Mexico and pamper yourself and stuff like that. Now, this ad went straight from the advertisement on the sidebar to their page, where they asked you to like the page in order to get what they were giving away, the contest, and they got the like, and then converted you into a lead. So they got you as an email opt-in, and then once you did the opt-in, it took you off the page to their site where there was more offers. So this is a funnel that works successfully. It's proven. We run a almost identical funnel all day long also, and they make a ton of money. But this probably cost them very little money to run, and they ended up getting 2 leads for the price of 1, and got you on their site. So they got three outcomes. They got the like on their page, they can talk to you all the time. They got your email, so they can send stuff to your email, and then they got the traffic to their site. So that is a successful campaign. And I mean, they run that all the time, and they keep updating it. And I follow their funnel because it is pretty accurate funnel to what they should be doing. And if they mess up, I email them and tell them what they need to do. But that's a pretty successful funnel for sure. Other ways you can make money with Facebook, and these are just a few. I mean, there's a ton of ways. We actually generate leads for resale, so we're kind of like a lead broker. One of our campaigns is lead broker service for real estate, mortgages, cars, anything like that. So you have your credit card repair, all that kind of stuff. We build huge lists, like 10 to 100K, like within a couple days, and we use those for targeting traffic, or just literally posting CPA stuff and doing little things with traffic. We conduct traffic with pages and to get stuff indexed on Google. And Google indexes Facebook pages so fast, it is insane. Once you get that domain, I'm going to show you how to do that. They will index that, and you'll get organic traffic all day long just from having a page on Facebook. You can become a Facebook consultant, which we have a lot of students and partners and stuff like that are Facebook consultants and local marketing people that we educate, and so much more. And once you understand how to use Facebook as a professional, obviously the possibilities are endless, because you can wake up in the morning and just decide. Like, I know a lot of guys, one of the main things, on the outside of Facebook is, YouTube and, do this and do that, and Google and stuff like that. And you got to make a video, and then you got to have, a bunch more videos, and drive it, your PPC to get, hopefully they click the video and click your link to get paid and stuff like that. Well, with Facebook, you can post a video, and then people will share it, go viral. And with your link being in there, it goes viral faster, actually way faster than being on YouTube. And you'll get paid, and it's all for free. You're not using PPC at that point. You're just posting a video, and you share it. Somebody likes it, comments on it, and it starts going viral. So the possibilities are literally endless if you know what you're doing, and you just spend a little bit of time thinking about your direction of what your business is going to do on Facebook, and it is amazing. I'm going to go online now. I'm going to show you some live stuff. This is exactly what you guys are obviously been waiting for. Did we do a poll to see for the crowd how many people actually have pages or are using Facebook yet? No?
No, did you want me to set one up?
Yeah, let's do that, because in that way, once I do these 2 videos, and we can just ask them, and then I can figure out which way to go, because I like to target exactly the audience that's on board, right? And then that way they're getting content that they want.
Okay.
So we'll see.
What stupid question would you like me to ask from the crowd, Michael?
just post one and say, do you currently have a Facebook page, and do you currently run Facebook ads?
Okay, that's 2 questions. We'll run 2 polls.
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Give me a half an hour, because I type real slow. I'll be back at you in a couple of minutes.
Thanks. Okay, guys. So we're gonna go to this live stuff. So this is a website that I use to check out stats and API stuff like that. I actually use a bunch of them, but this is a really good one. It shows you literally by going over the map how many people are in each country that use Facebook, And this is checkfacebook.com. So if you're writing that down or taking notes, it's checkfacebook.com. And it literally is, I think there's a slight delay in the API, but it literally is usually accurate. So it's saying about 706,000 or 6 million people. But it's 750 right now, according to Zuckerberg. I believe him. But this stuff is crazy if you look at this. So if you have a product, a service, or something you're looking to target, you can look at locations, or even if you're in this country, you can look at your geolocation and see how the stats pair up with Facebook. And you can literally, if your campaign is not working good in this country, well, look, you can see that this country is rising up, so maybe it'll work over here. And you can do it within seconds. And you can do this on Facebook too. But it is literally that fast. You can see that the top 10 countries, and Canada's not even on here. We got bumped out a while ago, and I don't know what's wrong with us Canadians, but it is the U.S. dominates it, India and Indonesia and UK and stuff like that. And those are going to be your main areas. And these guys are active. Like Canada, US, and the UK are hugely active people that click and will, opt into stuff like all day long. So these top 10 countries are literally your bread and butter. And that's why I like to show this slide. It also shows that the females dominate Facebook quite a bit. They're more than male. And the reach that if your target market is in the 14 to 34 range, or even up to 44, these people are active on Facebook, and they are the majority of Facebook. So that 18 to 44 range is really, really the strong market on Facebook, and that's where you're going to make most of your money in that targeting range. But this is another site that I use also, allfacebook.com, allfacebook.com. And if you click on it at the top, it says page stats. And this is a really good one too for just, jumping on and checking stuff out when your money's going from one page to the other. So you could just do something like I do. You can see pages that are growing fast, how fast they're growing by X amount of followers, and least amount of followers, least amount of active fans and stuff like that. And you're going to ask me, well, what's relevant to this? Well, here's the deal. I know here, and we all know Texas Hold'em is huge, right? This is like the most growing and rapidly sport there is. I can see here that I have just over 47 million people that I can sell a poker product to, a gambling product to, anything that has to do with poker or anything like that. I know I have 47 million people that are interested in my offer, my product, or my service. So this information is hugely relevant. I don't need to do SEO. I can just go, bam, there's a page right there, and start marketing to them in seconds. And I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. But it is crazy. So, and if you're an affiliate for Ticketmaster, I finally got approved for this about a month ago, because I don't use websites. I strictly use social traffic, and they had a problem with that. But now, if you're trying to sign up as an affiliate for Ticketmaster and StubHub and all that stuff, it's going to be a lot easier for you because I just fought them and I won. So if you're trying to be an affiliate for M&M or concert tickets and stuff like that, it's going to be super easy because now you know the exact target market that wants to buy their concert tickets, right? So we're making quite a bit of money in that niche right now, and it is really active, and these guys will buy tickets from you, and I'll show you how we do that actually. I have a page that I posted one the other day, and I'll show you how I do it. So now I'm going to go live to Facebook. I'm going to show you, let me close out all this stuff. Sorry guys, just all stuff jumps on. I'm going to go offline. So what we do is basically one of our main things is we build pages to build huge like lists or huge followings in whatever niche or product we're trying to go at. And the main thing that we build these things from is Facebook ads. So I'm going to show you a page that is built, and you'll know that this is super targeted. This was built completely opposite to the way we normally do it. This page was built 100% organic. Now, because this show kind of dropped off the last couple of days, and our traffic to the, that are searching for the voice right now is kind of getting low, we've lost a few fans. But this grows fast, and as long as we're posting relevant content, and that's the key, posting relevant content to that page, people will actively comment, post, and everything on these pages, and you'll be able to make money on autopilot. But this page was literally built with no advertising, organic. It was 100% organic traffic. And what happened, the reason why this happened was two things. I got the domain that I needed, and I knew was going to be active. And by domain, I mean this thing up here with Facebook. I don't mean an actual domain. I own a lot of domains, but I don't buy any new domains for a long time now, because with Facebook, I don't need those things because I can do everything right from this page. So I got the voice on NBC, because if somebody's searching for the voice, they're going to type in, and this is a proven fact, the voice on NBC and Google, and then bam, I come up. And that's what I wanted. So I got this like 3 weeks before the show came out. I had this page up and running. And the minute that this show went live, this page went skyrocketed. I can show you these stats right here. And this is huge. So if you guys are looking for viral traffic, this 100% is the way to go. Just kind of running slow here. See if we can bring it up. Wow, it's running really slow. That's weird.
Don't forget, we're in Canada.
What was that?
I was just saying, don't forget, we're in Canada. It's metric up here, so it slows things down.
Yeah. That was weird because you cut right out too. I hope we're not cutting out for the people. But you can see here, when we kind of started getting some likes, people started, once they started advertising, and like the advertisers started coming out on TV, and then people started searching, and I started getting some likes in here. And then there was like, follow up people, with the advertisement on TV and stuff like that. People were searching at Facebook and talking about it, and we were able to get in between them and then interrupt them and get them on the page. And then the show launched, and boom, we skyrocketed. And there was a little bit of dip in here, and I couldn't figure out what this dip was. I'm not sure what that dip was, but we had a little dip, but then it climbed back up. I think maybe it was during the weeks where they had the battles. People might have got upset or something, but there wasn't too many people searching. I don't know. But anyways, it climbed right back up, and that is insane. Just to look at that and see, that's kind of like your Google Analytics, but this is insights of exact people talking, interacting, and liking my page, or this page that we have, and that's how fast it happened. So we went from 0 within like a few weeks to an insane amount of fans. So for free. So if you want to build a list, this is an organic list, and we can build lists of phenomenal numbers in 24 hours or 48 hours, and we do that all the time. But if you're looking to build a list organically and targeted, that is the way to go, and it's that fast. So if you need, if you want to build, I don't know, like if you're in the dating niche and you got you build a page in the dating niche and you start, getting an index and stuff like that, and people are talking about it and sharing it, that's how fast you can grow your list organically for free. That is, it is insane when I think about it, because I'm used to paying thousands of dollars to build, email lists that are non-responsive, and hopefully I got to do all this work to get them to open it. But now I know I have a targeted list, and I can show you how fast these guys interact. So this, I guess, kind of missed a step there, but this is the insight section to the page. You can get all the information you need as a marketer, as a product owner, as anything from this page to know exactly what is going on your page and exactly who your target market is. So once this loads up, which is insane, apologize for that. We know the exact language, the exact country these people live in, the cities they live in. If I wanted to, I could open up the user section and actually go to their profiles and actually identify more stuff they like and are interested in, which is quite easy. But you can see right here, this should load up. It's going really slow. But you can see here, this is the reach of this page. So it is predominantly female and 25 to 34. So if I have an offer, or if I have a product or something that is targeted at the females in the 25 to 34 range, I could just crush it with this page alone. I could post on my page. I'm going to show you how you can send an email from this page, and I can run ads strictly directed at this page, and those ads will cost me pretty much $0 directed at this page. So you can interrupt them as they're communicating through Facebook and get them to do what you want them to do. So you can see here, these are the countries that are on here. Languages, the cities, the predominant cities. And you can see, like, I can tell how many times they go to each tab, what's active on those tabs. Here's my referral, my external referral. So this is outside Facebook. You can see here, this is the traffic, and this is the last little bit. And then you can see, like, the video views, if they watch the video, if they listen, the audio listens, anything that they do on your page, you can see. So if you want to track something, and I am really bad for tracking, I have to track everything. I track movements on my pages. I track, if I could track the way you look when you're looking at my page, I would, because that is, I'm all about conversions and tracking. So Facebook alone gives me everything I need to do that. And that, as a tracking fanatic, that is crazy for me. And then you're more interactions, so you can get all your stuff. Anytime you send these people communication, Facebook logs that and tells you the results of that communication right in these interactions. So your daily post feeds, story feeds, stuff like that. Wow, this is crazy. So when you post something, Facebook logs in and tells you how many impressions you had, the exact feedback you had, and then you can click on it and bring that exact post up. So if you're posting relevant content 3, 4, 5 times a day, your streams can get quite long. So instead of scrolling through all that, you could come right to those things and see what was active, what people were saying, what made that that post go extremely viral. So your tracking is insane. And it gives you more page activity and stuff like that. So that is basically the insight information you can get with just having a page. Now you can get that exact information with having a website, and I'll show you that in a minute. But I want to show you how we're working this page, the funnel that we have on this page right now. So when somebody lands on this page, they hit this. Oh, the poll went out.
Sorry, Mike. That's my bad. I'm just having a little trouble getting the poll to run, so I figured we just jam it in there. I had Rick fire it. This poll here, guys, just take a second here. I'm just going to interrupt Mike. This is really important information for us to have, is to get an idea of what your use is of Facebook pages. When I'm talking about a Facebook page, we're not talking about a Facebook profile. A Facebook profile is something you have when you create an account at Facebook. You put your picture in, and I'm a guy, I'm a gal, whatever. That's a Facebook profile. That's not a Facebook page. Built into Facebook and every one of those profile accounts is the ability to create an unlimited quantity number of interactive Facebook pages for anything you want, and they are not visibly connected to your profile. So you could have hundreds of Facebook pages under one profile that don't connect to your profile. They're all distinct for all your different CPA offers and so on and so forth. So what we'd like to do is to just get an idea of how many currently are using Facebook pages, not just a Facebook profile.
So it looks like we got pretty much 60 to 70% of them have a page of some sort. Oh, it's dropping. It's around there.
Yeah, and actually, you know what? That's a little bit more than the average. I think that we have from doing these. We've done a lot of these webinars, and that's a little bit higher. Usually, it's usually the other way around, isn't it, Mike? There's about 36% have actually done them.
Haven't, yeah. Usually, last couple of webinars we've done, a lot of people don't have them. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So there you go. Sorry for the interruption.
No, that's good. That's good stuff. So now I know exactly what we're talking to. So you guys kind of understand what's going on here. Maybe some of it's new information that you didn't see. But so I'm going to take you through this exact page. Now we have a bunch of other big pages, and I don't usually release those on webinars just for the purposes of I don't want everybody to run to those pages and post on, comment on them, and everything like that. So this is a page that we're running a really successful funnel on and building 2 lists at the exact same time. So when they come to this page from somebody's feed or a news thing that popped up or questionnaire, something that was viral, went viral, something like that, they land on this page and it's, are you the biggest fan? or do you think you're the biggest fan of the voice? And what I want to do is I want to get a double lead, right? So actually, I thought that was wrong. This is the page that they land on. So click like to hit it to join the page. See, that lag screwed me up. Waiting for it. And then once they hit like, they get this. And I want to grab the like, and I want to do two things: grab the like, build a list at the same time. So I get two things for the price of one, or in this case for $0 whatsoever. And I'm building a huge list. This actually has put, I think we have 6,000 right now, as when I checked just before the webinar, 6,000 of these people well, right now it's 15.5, but that was at 17,000 last week. People on an opt-in list that are getting a newsletter from us that has advertising within the newsletter. So they're getting stuff on here and they're getting stuff in their email, and it is working extremely well. So if you build a free list, 6,000 emails as active emails is really good. But all they have to do is, we've tested and we've proven that Connect with Facebook is 90% more effective than having opt-in email and an email name and address or whatever. So because like I said, people trust Facebook. So they're already on Facebook. So it says connect with Facebook. They're like, well, I'm already on Facebook. Bam. And it's 90% more effective than putting a name and email right there. So that's why we use connect with Facebook. And if you're not using it, or you've been thinking about using it and or haven't even thought about using it, you need to, because you will build your list and it will build fast because it works. It's an automatic opt-in, and they trust Facebook. So that is the most effective way right now that we use to build our lists outside Facebook. So they hit that, and then they join the list, and then they're brought back right back to this page. So then the people end up going to the wall, and this is where we communicate with them. So we post relevant content, and this is not, I'm not trying to be their friend. I'm not trying to be, anything other than the page and the page itself. So this is a fan page. This is not The Voice. We don't represent ourselves as NBC or anybody at NBC or The Voice itself. We literally post relevant content that NBC posts. So I don't have any content written for this. It's all jacked or auto-blogged. So anytime that NBC posts an update, it goes to my auto-blog, and my auto-blog posts it to this site. So I don't run anything on this, and it runs 4 to 5 times a day, and it keeps the page active, keeps it growing. And when it loads, I can show you on autopilot. So if you guys are used to building auto blogs and all that kind of stuff, this takes auto blogging to the next level, and basically puts you in the arena that you need to be in, and implements it so you don't got to mess around with WordPress blogs or anything like that. We have different ways of marketing, and we have certain WordPress blogs that we run traffic from Facebook. But if you just want to set up stuff in a cost-effective way with the most profit, this is the way to go. And if it would load, I could show you. I wonder if it's just Firefox. I've been having some issues with Firefox today. Is yours working okay, Ron?
It's hard to tell when you're running it from there. I'm seeing your screen without any trouble. I'm having a little trouble with the webinar panel in terms of the polls, and now I've lost the question. So guys, if you're putting questions in right now, I'm not ignoring them. I just can't open it in the webinar poll right now. So what we'll do is we'll wait till Michael gets through the content and we do the FAQs, and then we'll go through and grab those questions. Oh, I saw Haley.
I'm going to just try it. I'm going to try it in Chrome here, guys. I apologize for this. I don't know what's going on.
So one of the cool things that you can do with Facebook that Google really can't give you, and we're always talking about Google versus Facebook, but you know what? The two aren't really against each other. That's not really what it's about. We've clung to things like email lists and Google and SEO for so long that it's very uncomfortable for us to not stand on that same old place, And one of the things that Michael has done for me is he's shown me that you don't need to stand in your list. And I'm a large list owner. When we do a launch, when we back a product launch, we're in the top 10, if not the top 5 every time. So we have the list building capability. And when Michael came on board about a year ago, I guess, and we started talking about Facebook for Business at that time, I had to make sure that it was evergreen and that it would support what the mandate of our business was at that time, which was basically a list company. We're a list marketing company. And I was really uncomfortable when Mike said, well, no, don't worry about that. We just use likes and we use this viral connectivity and we do all this kind of stuff. And now, of course, we have, like Michael's saying, the double build where you're building the likes and you're building the email. But let me tell you something. One thing you cannot do in email is I cannot email my list 10 or 15 times today. It doesn't matter how charming I am or how great my offers are. I can't do it because people get, really upset with me. On the other hand, I can hit my likes 10 or 15 times today. And we talked about, breaking out your day. I can do that 10 or 15 times with no difficulty whatsoever. And you're really seeing more than one thing going on. When Michael's talking about using Facebook for CPA, there's more than one thing going on. I can see by the questions that people are saying, okay, well, am I using this like Twitter? Twitter, you know what? Michael has some success with Twitter. I taught Twitter marketing 4 years ago when it actually worked and it was new and nobody knew what Twitter marketing was. We were teaching it as a company. Now we see Facebook is in the limelight for powerful marketing aids. And guys, you know what? In another 5 years, it'll be something else. But it's your job. It behooves you to be really good at whatever is working really well. And there's a reason why the top names, not just in internet marketing, but in marketing in general, are all looking for Facebook experts. It's because we know the ROI on Facebook is the highest of all, the higher than Google, higher than any other player. We know that's where the ROI is. And in time, that will shift. But for now, you guys need to nail this stuff down, because when you can get not only a 1 cent click or a 2 cent click in a high demand keyword that might cost you 50, 60, 75 cents over at Google, that's what we're doing routinely on Facebook. And the difference is our traffic at that 1, 2, or 3 cents is 10 times more targeted than what I can get over on Google's more archaic system that just doesn't really work anymore for many times the price. So this is really good stuff to let sink in. And I don't know if Michael has mentioned this, but we have a really cool thing called the 10-minute cash machine. And we know that you guys wanted to have something that at the end of this thing, you could just go and make it work. Okay. You wanted to be able to go from here, leave Michael and Ron and Rick and Mark, and just go and make money by pushing a few buttons. And good grief, that comes way too close to the ClickBank push button money thing. probably could use better vernacular. But what we wanted was the most streamlined way for you to do that. So we built that up. And anybody that goes through to this to the end, you're gonna get access to that. So I'm just gonna let you go. It looks like Michael's spun himself back up here again. What are you in there now? Chrome, Michael?
Yeah, I'm going to try this. I don't know what's going on. We must be competing for bandwidth here. Must be a lot of people logged on tonight within the block. But we'll try this again, guys. I super apologize for that. I've never had that ever happen to me on a webinar ever, so that's definitely something new. But yeah, and also Facebook's doing a lot of upgrading too right now with that new video chat and all that stuff too. So there's going to be a few issues. So this is just the post that we have on this page. And I guess I can't see the questions right now because I have it closed. But it is not like Twitter at all. Like it is not like Twitter at all. Think of the best way to explain this, and this is the way I explain it to a lot of our offline clients. It is talking to somebody that's interested in what you have to say through short, posts or status posts in the way, in the same example as blogging. And it's all sent to them exactly, if you want to ping something or send a feed out, it's all sent right away. So in one shot, you're bursting, or I call it shotgunning out your information, your content to a crap load of people right away. And see, with Twitter, it is not like that. See, Twitter's not viral. And I mean, I had huge success with Twitter. I made a ton of money with it, but I don't have any Twitter accounts now. Like when you post Twitter, people say it's viral, but it's really not. Unless people, retweet it or do something, or unless you have a huge Twitter following, which is hard to get nowadays, unless you know Charlie Sheen or something like that. It doesn't go anywhere. People might be able to come up and search if they're searching for that, that what you're saying, but it's not as viral as Facebook. And I could show you, there's different aspects to Facebook that are kind of like Twitter, like the questions function has a little bit of Twitter feel to it, but it's not. It still goes viral right away and has ads within it and everything like that. But it's not like Twitter at all. And I've definitely come from a dude that made a ton of money with it. I can definitely professionally say that no, it's not like Twitter after all that. But this is exactly what we're posting. So you can see here, here's an amazing mashup by, I don't even know these guys' names. This is the thing, guys. I don't watch the show. My wife does. I don't know these guys, Javon or whatever, Javert. I don't know. I don't know anything really about the show. But yet I built a huge following, made a ton of money, and built two lists. So it shows you that you don't have to know the niche you're in or the product you're promoting, and you can still make money. But you have to know what to do and the form to punch stuff into. And this is the funnel that works over and over again. So we're posting relevant content here about the singer that won, Christina Aguilera, who's a judge on it. She put a quiz up on. See, this is all pulled from the NBC site. See, and it posts on here. And here's the moneymaker. This is, like what I was telling you guys, posting my offer to Ticketmaster. So here it is. Have you been watching have you been watching for your town or in the concert listings in your area? Get these tickets soon. So they hit this, and I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see? Oh, crap. We hit it. Ron, if you look at the bottom, can you see that link in the bottom left-hand corner? Does it show up? Okay. What it says is ticketsus.at/selfmadeco, which is my affiliate link. And that is affiliate to Ticketmaster. So I literally go in there and I pick the voice in that CPA system, and then it prints me a link that goes straight to the voice. And you can see here that it comes up right away with Ticketmaster with the voice, and my affiliate link should be right there, Self-Made Co. And you guys know, if you're doing the CPA stuff, you know how that works. But the thing is, this is given me, instead of me promoting, a credit card or a $500 gift certificate or, an application or a game, I'm promoting something that's legitimate and people trust it and everything like that, and I'll make money. So I think we make I think a quarter on every $2 or something like that, but it adds up really fast. And it's not just for the voice that we run this with. So it is insane what you can do. So we post that. People, they mentioned on that. What about Florida? Where's Georgia? And there was another person. I'm flying to Maryland to Vegas for the MGM Grand Show, and I actually sold a few tickets to the MGM show. And I don't know if she's one that bought it, but we did sell a few tickets. So we had 17,000 impressions on that post and limited feedback. But we ended up with within 15 minutes we had 2,100 clicks, and it blew. And that was one of my testing things that I was trying to show the Ticketmaster affiliate people that, look, I can send you a ton of traffic right away within seconds, and this is what's going to happen with the result. And they got excited about it. So they're saying, they're opening their whatever to social media more, and they're allowing it. And this is another one that we posted. We made a couple $100 every time we post these. We make a couple $100, but that is your typical CPA offer: get a free Starbucks gift card, and people opt in with their name and email. We get it, but we're still posting relevant content the whole time. So are you missing the show? Have you PVR'd it, TVO, whatever stuff that was actually posted from my iPhone, I think. So it messed up the T there, but we had 18.3 thousand hits on that. So that just shows you what's going on, how fast these people respond to stuff. And then we ran a question, a bunch of people, responded to the question and stuff like that to get more information about our thing. So this page is very active, and it's making us a ton of money. And that's just one way that we run stuff. I'm going to show you another page, and then I'm going to take you right into ads, and I'll show you how to get paid. Another page. This is, I like to show the viral pages, not the business pages, but the viral pages. This is going to be an actor, William Levy. We actually have another page that has 300,000 on it. There's some issues with that page right now. So this is a sub page that I'm pulling all the people off the other page onto this page with my techniques. And I don't know why that didn't load. I didn't do nothing. Wow, Facebook's just crapping out right now. Yeah, but it locked me right out. Okay. So this one just started up. I started this 2 days ago, and it's cost me, I think, $8 or something like that to get 3,200 people on it. But this is pulling strategically from our other page. So these people were active on my other page, and these are probably, I'm going to guarantee you that these 3,200 people that we hit already, we'll hit 10,000 or probably 20,000 by the weekend easily. these were probably the most active people on that page because they're clicking and they're coming to this page, which is an exact replica. So we know that these are active people. Again, once they come onto the page, I'm getting the double like or the double lead. I'm getting the like and the lead. Obviously, it's not going to come up as fast enough to show you. But this is an actor, William Levy, an actor, model, all that. I don't know anything about this guy. You know, we have a page that's got 300,000 on it, and then we have this page a sub page that we're building up. And it just shows you that you could get in any niche with anything and build a list and get paid in one way or another. And there's some people spamming on there today. This is really annoying that it's not working. Wow. Yeah, I know it's not. Just keeps going. I'm just going to take you guys right into ads and show you how to do it. I don't know what's going on here. I wanted to show you a page. It's basically the 10-minute cash machine that you're going to get for free. It'll show you how to do what we're going to do, the double lead system where you get it from the ad to the page, get the like, and get them off the page to the CPA offer. And that's what I wanted to show you, but the 10-minute cash machine will show you. So make sure you opt in for that and you'll get that information, which is awesome. I'm going to show you how to strategically target an ad. I wonder if it's literally just... Yeah, it's just Facebook struggling right now. I'm going to pull... This isn't a testing account. I'm going to show you how we do stuff. And this is slanted towards CPA guys, but this literally, if there's anybody else on this call that's not in the CPA, has no clue what we're talking about for cost per acquisition or cost per click or pay-per-click or anything like that, this could be done with anything. So this is literally basically anything you want to do, you can do on Facebook, and you can implement the same funnel that we're showing you, which is kind of struggling, and I'm so sorry for that, but you can do this for anything you want at any given time of the day, for any niche, any product. I'm going to show you, this is a testing account. That's why there's not any big numbers in there. If you're wondering why it's only a couple $100, $400 or something like that. But this is a testing account that we have. And I'm going to just show you how I run this stuff. So I'm going to pull up Facebook. I'll show you how we run this stuff. So Facebook, and we're going to run this in the UK. And this, it might get activated right away, but this is what I do just right away. So I come in here, I grab my link right there like that. I go back to Facebook and I say create an ad. So this is for Are You Interested? The application Are You Interested, which is an online dating thing with Facebook. Is it not coming through proper? Okay. So I'll go back and show them then. So there is quite a lag. I'm going to open this audience view so I can see. So here, this is convert to media, and some of you guys might be on it, some of you might not be, but all I do is I come in there and I grab the offer that I'm promoting, and I just grab the link right there and copy it, and then I just take it over to Facebook. There is a little bit of a lag. Sorry for that. Okay, so we come in here, and then this is the ad system on Facebook. So you can do an external when you're just running straight. I'm going to show you how to do a straight CPA right to that app. So you run external URL, and you post it in there. Sometimes Convert to Media will be able to pull the site, the end site, and it'll pump it into Facebook. Sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, see here, it pulled it right through for me. So the title is Are You Interested on Facebook? And we'll run it like that. Are you interested? And then like the Facebook social connection, blah, 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 which is not, it is cool, but it's not as cool as, something like, we just pick different stuff. So this is the intricate part. So if you're going to run a Facebook ad, straight traffic to your end result, your opt-in or your CPA offer, your product or whatever, you want it to be enticing to basically get the exact people you want that you know are going to buy. So this is going to go straight to the app. then right to the install page. So you're gonna want to do something that's very enticing, and the people are already in the mindset they're going to do something once they click it. So I usually do weird stuff like dating's retarded or something. Dating's boring. So we'll put dating is boring. All right, here, let's do this one. We'll just open with a question. Do you think dating is boring? Dating boring. Is dating boring? Put a capitalization on dating. And we'll put in here, are you interested? Oh, here, I'm doing this on the fly, so I don't really have this. If it sounds like I'm talking in my head, I literally am, because I'm doing it on the fly. Get connected with other singles on. Are you interested? On Facebook. And with Facebook, they want you to have the proper punctuations, the proper capitalizations, and it runs through their automatic approval. And if you have everything set up properly, it gets approved right away within seconds. Otherwise, you got to wait sometimes half a day or something like that. The most I've waited is about 5 minutes to get something approved. Here, let's do it like this. This sounds better. Cool new Facebook application. Click here. Okay, so we have that. You can upload a photo. For the purposes of this, I'm not going to do it just because I don't want to keep you guys here all night and my lagging and all that stuff. But you can upload your own photo. I use something super sexy. You don't want to show too much cleavage. You want to use, blonde, blue eyes, or brown hair, brown eyes, something that entices guys if you're going to go with the guy market. For girls, you want to use like a hunk and Facebook allows you to show like full chest, abs, and stuff like that. So you're going to want to use a really sexy guy. Sex sells, and that's what we make our money on, right? So you're going to want to use an image that is super attractive that people are going to see and right away click it. So that's what we do. If it's going to run fast enough, I can show you, but I don't think it will. See, because it's even not updating fast enough. But anyway, so this was targeted at the UK. So it's 30 plus. This ad that we're running is targeted at 30 plus in the UK. So if I bring up the UK, all I have to do is start typing the U, and they bring it up for me because they already know the country. Right now, I can target 25.9 million people. But we know that we want to target the 30 plus range. And I usually target rate to about 51-ish. And then you hit exact match. So it falls in that exact area, because if it doesn't, like a 52-year-old clicks on it or a 29-year-old clicks on it, you know what I mean? Then we don't get paid or anything like that. So we want the 30 plus and the exact people that we're going to get paid on. And we're going to go for men, and this is going to shrink it down. So right now we have 5.1 million people that would be interested in this application, possibly. So now we're going to do interest. So we know pages like Match.com. All right, here we'll go. What's that? There's Cupid. Plenty of fish. You can just rifle through every possible dating site there is, right? And there's going to be probably a Facebook page. So we'll just pick those. So right now I can target 10,000 people just in the Match.com, Cupid, and Plenty of Fish in the UK that are 30 plus exactly in their male. And then we want to type off or check off single, interested in women, because that's what we're going to get paid on. We're not going to get paid on anything other than them interested in women. And once it loads here, it'll come up. So now we have 3,680 people, laser targeted people that we can hit. So then we just name it, come down the bottom here, name a campaign. Are you interested? And then we usually, for testing purposes, start this off at $10 per day. And here's the cool thing. So right now, we can literally let this ad run in front of people, and it'll keep popping up when the traffic is not getting. When we're in the bid position for those exact pages for what we want to pay for, or you can run it by per 1,000 impressions. Sorry, and that's what I run it by. A lot of guys keep saying go cost per click, blah 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 blah. I don't. I go per impression, and that's how I make all my money. So here we can see that we only have to pay between 46 cents and 49 cents Canadian, or 42 cents and 49 cents Canadian to get this offer. And I mean, I'm willing to pay up to 49 cents to get that offer because I'm going to get paid $5, but I'm not going to pay that at all. I'm probably going to pay for this ad maybe 2 cents, 3 cents at top, because I'm targeting specifically 3,600 people in the exact range that I want to hit. And I could broaden that up for the purpose of this webinar. Sorry? Okay. Should pop your mic on when you do that, man, so they can hear you. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'll show you some other stats on stuff too. But you can literally get this down to nothing. So we'll run that ad, say 46 cents, which is what they're suggesting, and we know that's going to cost us half of nothing anyways. So we'll place that order. It'll run through. It's not going to get approved because that's Facebook in the image, but that's what would happen. And then you pop out here, and then it would start. Once you get active and start displaying it, all your stats will pop up, your social reach, and that's one of the main things that you want to hit is that ad showing up, socially. So it's like Michael recommends this ad, and Facebook does that already. So if your friend or somebody on your page or on a page that's connected to what you're advertising at likes it, it ends up advertising to their friends for almost free, because I think the most I paid is 1 cent for that social stuff, and it becomes more viral. That ad gets more viral, more frequency, more connections. It's that much faster. And Facebook, literally, the other day I ran an ad, and Facebook will credit you back if your ad goes viral and it has a lot of social connections, social reach, where people are clicking it as it's being advertised that their friends like it. Facebook credit back you money. And I had the other day, I ran an ad, it cost me $100, and I got credited back, I think $30 or something like that. So literally, you can end up with these campaigns costing you nothing when they're set up properly and running. But that campaign would run specifically at that traffic, and that campaign would make us money. That's what you want to run. I can show you, Ron. What Ron was saying there when I was listening was to show stats from this one, and I'm just trying to remember what's all in this profile. Well, here we can show you William Levy for that traffic. Wow, I wish this would load faster. If when you're in your ads and you check off on the sidebar and then hit full report, it's going to give you the full information about that ad and what's happening with it. So you can see here, this ad this week is running really well. So it's getting a lot of social impressions, which is what we just talked about. It's getting quite a bit of impressions in general, but the social percentage is 3%, which is awesome. 885 clicks, 29 social connections, and that's what we're talking about with this social stuff. Click-through ratio is 0.614. That is just ridiculous. If you're looking for stats, that is insane. It's hard to get that kind of stuff. And that ad is costing me 1 cent per click. So literally, that ad is costing us nothing all day long. And that page is going to make us a minimum $500 to $600 a day, if not in a half a day. So that's going to be a really great page. And that's how quick you can do it and how cheap you can do it. So we spent $7 to get those connections with that reach for that specific ad. And the ad itself, I'll show you how easy it is. So all it is the official William Levy fans, a picture of him, and I like to run stuff separate, so I'll shrink the photo down a little bit, and I'll run it separate from the words. Converts huge for me when we run our ads. And a black border around the image works good. A red border, text across it like a stop sign, like a circle with a line through it, works really well. Another one is like when when like you see on a website and have like a dark shadow behind it and it looks like it's popping off. If you make an image like that, it works really well. It converts. What you want to do is you want to separate yourself from the other ads that are there in the typical blue and black that's on the page. So you want to make something pop and pop out at them. So we separate it, give them a space, and it converts like ridiculous, like gangbusters for us. It makes us a lot of money. So all I said to that ad was, "Are you a fan of William Levy? Join this page." Boom, and that converts really well, as you can see. And we turn it off and turn it on, just specifically to run other stuff and test other stuff. But that's converting really well on this profile. Other stuff, I think. Well, here's one that we ran for Commission Crusher. I'll show you guys this one. I didn't show anybody else this one. Here's an ad I ran of Commission Crusher. This is going to show you, and it made me $900. Now the refunds and all that stuff is going to come through, but this ad made me $900 specifically coming from here to the Commission Crusher, which is a ClickBank product if you're not on ClickBank, launched last week. So what I targeted here was 21 to 56 in US, India, Mexico, Canada, United Kingdom, and Germany, because these are the most successful countries that I convert with. So I run against all those between the ages of 21 and 56, and I hit affiliate marketing, affiliate summit, internet marketing. These are all pages, and I knew my reach was going to be really strong. Push button, so people that talk about push button, and ClickBank. And I wanted all English speaking because the videos in English. And it suggested that I pay 48 to 89 cents Canadian for that ad. And I can bring it up. See what I didn't even see what we actually paid for that. So this is going to be new to me too. Hopefully, there's still a crap load of people on here, Rick. So hopefully the content, even though it's jargled and slow getting to you guys, hopefully it's really good. I can't see the chat, but hopefully this makes a lot of sense to you guys.
Well, it's actually making sense to me, and as you already know, I don't understand any of this stuff, so you're doing a great job, lag or no lag.
Okay. Okay, that's all that matters. That's good. We can get into so sometimes on certain webinars we get into so much, and then one that blues the people. So it's really, I try to do it to the point where you get specific content that you can take right away from the webinar and implement right away. Because you get in too depth, people, they lose concentration and stuff like that, and they want to know how to make money, and that's the result of that. So I said I made $900 with that. So I made basically $380 in profit in one day with that campaign, and that's huge. So if you know. The CPA guys, if you're trying to do strategic PPC, that's actually a bad campaign. I guess I should have watched that. But if you're trying to do PPC from Google to that site, it's going to cost you a lot of money in the make money online, BizOp, and all that stuff from Facebook or from Google. We already know that. So this cost me 10 cents a click. That's what I paid, 10 cents a click. And that was the result of that campaign. So I paid 10 cents a click, which is maybe like a percentage of what's going on with other stuff, and resulted in $300 profit in the make money niche. So that's not bad. So that's a list that I don't have, and it resulted in profit in one day. And there's a bunch of other stuff on there too, but that's huge. And we do that for basically traffic jacking. So I think my thing just closed out. I think that's pretty good information. If there's Q&A at the end, then we'll get into more, and I can maybe explain it a little bit more. But when I'm doing traffic jacking and stuff like that for launches, for specific BizOp, because say I don't have a list in a specific launch that day that's going to be active, we'll buy traffic like that, and it'll literally make money. Now and at that point, we just have to rely on the ClickBank guys to not have huge refund ratios, but yeah, no, it's really good. Sorry guys, message just popped up there. So we'll get back in the slides. So Facebook is amazing. I've shown you that with a few little bit of issues, and you can demand profits right away. And these people will literally buy stuff that you're advertising to them. That's the long and the short of it. And the traffic is super effective and super interactive. And like I said, I can't stress enough that these people will buy from you when you're targeting them, and they'll do it all day long. And that's what we do. And this is our business. Literally, I'm on Facebook 23 hours a day. I sleep the other hour. And literally, it's just building campaigns, turning campaigns off, building campaigns, turning campaigns off. I really don't have to. I could be on Facebook for maybe 15 to 20 minutes a day. But I thoroughly enjoy it. Like, I get excited. So I'll sit there and watch it, and then I'll end up in a conversation with somebody or do something else. But I'm getting paid to sit there all day long and make really good money at it. So it is definitely something that's really cool. A lot of guys, they say, oh, when you get in internet marketing, the whole point is to not work. I actually enjoy what I do. So I will sit there in front of Facebook. I'm not talking about anything else, in front of Facebook for that many hours and do what I do. It's really cool. So, I don't have to. I think Ron's on there for maybe a total of an hour a day in general.
Yeah, and that's a funny thing. And when I did have the question panel here working, that was a question came up a lot. These guys were saying, do I have to do a lot of posting? Do I have to go in and do all this time-intensive stuff? And I think what I maybe failed to mention earlier is that really good marketers are lazy people. And I know that it goes against the old work ethic, but you know what? I don't know if anybody in here has read a book called 4-Hour Workweek, but really good marketers generally are lazy people. And if anything is going to be done exactly the same or close to the same more than once, it should be automated. And the cool thing about Facebook is they've already thought about that. So if you're going to set up a campaign like Michael did with a few ads, put 4 or 5 ads in a campaign and leave it run, you can leave it running automatically at like $5 a day. If it works at 5, then you scale it to 50. And let's look at it this way. If every time you dropped a $20 bill on the ground, when you bent over, there was $30 there, would you figure that's a pretty good deal, Or every time you dropped it, you picked up 40? Well, if it works between 20 and 40, it works at 200 and 400. It works at 2,000 and 4,000. As long as your market is big enough. And let's face it, I think the deal was that if Facebook was a country, what was it? It would be the third largest after China. I think that was it.
Yeah, India and China.
So it is the biggest single market blob on the planet. Google has 1/10 the market reach that Facebook has right now. So you can Google this and Google that all you want. And I know there's some Google hardcore guys in here. Let me put your mind at ease. Nobody on this call is as hardcore Google as I was. All right? I have Google on my socks. My Harley says Google on the tank. You know what I mean? Like, you guys think you're Google. I was Google. Now I don't even touch it. I don't even look at it. I have good friends that are on Google. I don't tell anybody about it. All right? Facebook is the internet. Facebook is changing the way we do CPA. Hopefully it's going to change the way you guys do CPA, because I hate to see you leave all that money on the table in the CPA world for Michael and I to come and scoop it off, because you know what? We shouldn't get all of it.
And we will take it. Do not worry.
I'll tell you. And you know what's cool is Michael and I got flown down to Sanibel Island last month for a workshop down there by one of probably the best SEO guys in the United States. He ran a workshop, and that's what we told him. We said, you know what, Google guys are cool, and I love that Google people stay on Google, and here's why. It means I get all the rest of the money. All the money they want to give up because they don't want to learn a little bit about Facebook. What Michael and I can teach you in a day on Facebook can probably double or triple what you're making right now in a day. I mean, it's that serious. It's that big a deal. It's not like, oh, well, I'm going to learn a little bit of SEO. Maybe I'll get 5% more traffic. Traffic means nothing. You know what? Traffic is for kids. Conversion is for marketers. To get conversion, you have to have a target market that's been analyzed and figured out. Facebook does all the work. Michael showed you. You want to test a market? Go on Facebook, create a page. My page is called whatever the TV show is, whatever the fishing lure is. Anybody here fish? If you guys are fishermen, you've heard of Shimano reels? Well, we tested Shimano. All we did is created a Facebook page called Shimano. And bam, within 2 days, we see likes showing up there like crazy. That means there's a market. Now all we do is tap into it. You can't do that on Google. And if you do, you're getting a tiny little piece of the market, and we're getting the 700 million people over here. So, yeah, does it sound like I'm a bit passionate about it? Does it show it all?
Full market, yeah, I see that pop up. But yeah, no, we're not like most guys where they came up with an idea yesterday and then they jumped on a webinar and they're showing you, or a caffeine product, and they're just trying to make money and build a list. Like, this is what we do, and we're literally getting paid a ton of money. We're signing up like actual franchise dealerships like Ford, GM, Nissan, Infinity, BMW, and we're doing the work for them, and we're doing campaigns and stuff. So, I mean, like, this is what we do, and we're, there's a lot of guys out there that, they launch a product on Facebook, and most of them are friends, but they're not. They do that, and they do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But we strictly 100%, like I said, are Facebook dudes, and this is what we do. So we love it, man. It is. I mean, we're sitting in Starbucks yesterday, and I'm on Facebook and checking ClickBank, and that's basically what I was doing.
Yeah, it's really cool. We've had people walk up to us. Everybody's heard of the coffee shop millionaire. You know what was heartbreaking about that? Is that was a nickname that I got about 3 years ago in San Diego, because I didn't have an office. We didn't have anything. We had laptops, and we did work out of what we called our office. We called it, the old name of the company, West, which meant the Starbucks at the most western part of San Diego. You guys want to figure something out? I'm just seeing some stuff coming in here about Google, what Google is, and look at it this way. Here's a real easy way to look at it. How much time today did you spend doing Google searches? Okay. According to Google, the average internet user spends between 3 minutes and 8 minutes searching in any given internet day. Now, how much time would you say your Facebook is running in the background? I bet you it's more than 3 to 8 minutes. Now, when you're searching is the only time Google can deliver value to a CPA marketer, is when a search happens. Now, sure, there's billions of searches happening at any one time, but guess what? That whole time that anybody, anywhere, in any language is on Facebook, you are interrupting their thoughts with thoughts they're thinking about. That's a big difference. Big difference between 3 to 8 minutes per day and 3 to 5 hours per day, right? That 3 to 5 hours is where you want to be a CPA marketer, not at the 3 to 8 minutes hoping that your SEO is right. Forget SEO. It's over. It's for kids. And if you want to stick to SEO, when you build a Facebook page, guess what? It's indexed on Facebook now, and Facebook gets indexed by Google in about an hour. So it doesn't matter what you do. You still win the SEO war. And you know what? I don't have to know anything about SEO, and I can still beat you at it. I can prove it right now. If you go and look for the term offline consultant, the top guys in the business are competing for that. We're the number 2 space. Guess what we do for it? Nothing. We connected it to Facebook. We do nothing. So you can put that in your pipe and smoke it. Right? That's the reality of it. I'm going to be a real grounding boat anchor here, because I'm so tired of the old dogma around SEO and Google's traction. It's gone. This is all we do is research this stuff. It's over. Sure, fiddle around on Google and have your little blog and stuff. That's really great. And, it's great for our egos to see people visiting our blog. But if you're about money, if you're about conversion, if you're about doing less and getting paid more, let the Facebook super engine, let the blue monster do all the work for you. Why turn away the monster that's going to work hard for you? It doesn't make sense. So we're going to show you how to do that. That's what this is about.
Yeah, I know for sure. Yeah, so after all, that was unscripted. That was raw right there. That's the type of guys we are, though. That literally is. We're literally guys that are, we don't wear a suit and tie. I do if I have to, but this is the type of people we are, and take it or leave it. That's kind of, I think Rick is the exact same from what I'm getting. But yeah, so what we've done is we've put together a complete business suite, and this is not a caffeine product. This is not anything, this is not an ebook. This is not, 48 videos or 10 videos on something. This is a complete system from beginning to end, and it's put together, and this might, scare you or whatever, but don't be scared. But it's put together as if you were going to university or college, but it's dumbfounded, like it's dummied down. Like it is literally what you need to be successful in whatever you want. Like there's modules in there for everything. And literally Facebook is I mean, I don't know how to express it other than what we've done, but it is the platform for everything. Free website, free hosting, free traffic, like everything's there. And so what we've done is we put together a complete business suite, because you need to know how to use all of it. You don't need to know how to use ads and then go buy the next guy's product for $2,000 on, pages, then go buy the next product for $2,000 on social traffic. You know what I mean? So you need a one location, and that's what we've put together. It's a complete membership site with monthly content that's updated, and unlike other sources and courses. Now, if we have a module in there and we've designed something and this is the funnel and it's working for us at that time, and then say tomorrow morning I wake up and that funnel crashed, immediately we go to work and we make sure that you have the new information that's working right away. So on our dime, you learn. So if we're not making money in something, you're guaranteed to be not making money in it, and we update our system until we're making money, and then we give you the exact information. And that's what you need. You don't need something that was working last month that's definitely not working this month, because something that was working yesterday isn't really working today. And that's the problem with Facebook, and that's what you need to know, because they change their algorithms and everything, and that's key. We have coaching sessions, because once you have information, you're testing it, you will struggle sometimes if you don't know what you're doing. And we understand that. And we're not, we can make this as simple as possible, and you're still going to struggle at some point. So we have weekly and bi-weekly coaching sessions, which is what you need. And you come on here, live webinar similar to this, or, we do Ustream sometimes where you can see us and we show charts and stuff like that. You have personal assistance from us and our team with the forums and stuff like that, and email. We have tools. We show you all the tools we use, where to get the best tools for free. We have tools that we've made. We have a couple of things still being developed, because once we had them done, Facebook changed, and then we had to change again. So now we got to get them redone, because if it's not working for us, guys, that's not what we don't present stuff to people that's not working. That's just not the way we roll. And we present profitable business ideas. So if something's working in the dating niche, you get that idea. If I come up with an idea tomorrow on a new funnel system on how to do an iframe to steal traffic from this guy and shove it over there and do that, you get that information. Like it says here, copy and paste success. And we have to put the disclaimer there that the results are ours, and they might not reflect yours. But here's the thing. If it's working for me and Ron and the people in our office, and you follow the exact same thing that we tell you to do, why wouldn't it work for you? Right? There's no reason why it wouldn't. It's just that simple. If it's working for us and you copy and paste it basically, and then put it in your niche, the system, it has to work. There's no way why it wouldn't. So that's why we put that there, and I was explaining it a little bit more. So here's just a little bit of results of what's happening in our team, in our students and offline people that have come online right now. They're earning some of our people are earning anywhere from 100 to 1,000 a day. They're building huge like lists, and there's a couple of guys that are doing way better than I do in certain niches. So I guess they're kind of beating the teacher on that one, which happens from time to time. They develop and sell Facebook businesses. So they'll build a page, they'll build a blog, they'll build a whole business and sell it for a profit, flip it or whatever you want to call it. And they literally do that. And you can literally build an offline campaign or local business that teaches Facebook and sell that too. And that's what a lot of these guys do nowadays. And there's guys, like I said, there's a guy I know right now that I talked to in our coaching program that makes $2,500 a day from that exact ad I showed you. And he's spending $500. So he's making 2 G's a day just from running that campaign. And it is exactly the same. Here's a sneak peek. We never reveal everything. So this is a portion of what is going to be in FB Trainer. And we never reveal anything just because we get, people take our information from time to time. But we have updated weekly or monthly cash machines. So something that I created with the sandwich page, the squeeze page, whatever, you get the whole entire thing with the PSD files, like the Photoshop files, everything you need to make that campaign work, plug and play, you get. Section 1 is introduction to Facebook, how to set it up so you don't lose your Facebook profile for privacy reasons and stuff like that. Take it from us. We know how people can hack you. So we now know that the top end security on how to set up on Facebook, and that's what we do with our profiles. We teach you about pages and ads and groups, because you can make a ton of money just from groups. And then we show you in section 2 about viral pages, affiliate marketing, the double lead system. I got into it a little bit. There's a couple of programs that come out specifically on the double lead system. And that is just one portion of what we teach. So that shows you, if that doesn't show you something, then I don't know what will. But that's just one aspect of what we do. So that's just one part of what we put in our program. And then we do have a whole module on CPA marketing, specific information that you need to get in. If you're not getting approved with campaigns, if you're not getting the affiliate managers to let you promote that stuff. If you don't know where to get certain offers, I'll help you with that. I'm on most of the top affiliate programs, and they talk to me through my cell phone on AIM and on Facebook. So if you need something, I can make sure you get that. How to flip for profit, how to flip your Facebook business, how to have a Facebook business in general. So just a general Facebook business, how to become a local marketing expert. And then there's a ton more than this 6 sections. There's way more than that. But we have this cool thing that we developed, and this is huge. My background is pretty vast. But one of the main things that I was excited that I have certificates and certifications that aren't accredited, but they're very accomplished. So like I have a mortgage consulting certificate, life consultant. I have stockbrokers. What else do I have? Car dealership, life insurance, all kinds of these certificates that are up on the wall in my office. I got a ton more. And these mean one thing: they show value in that niche, right? Or in that thing when I'm trying to sell a product. The guy's like, "Oh, you have a certificate in this," and so people believe that you know what you're talking about, right? We have to think that he does because he has a certificate. So what I thought would be amazing is if you were out trying to, if you wanted to have a Facebook business where you went offline and brought people online, and this is very lucrative, guys. Take it from us 100% that you can walk into a business and walk out with, 5 to 6 figures in your hand within a day. This is a very lucrative business. And what you need for the credibility, because, maybe you're not the most expert person at being an offline business professional or consultant. So what you need is something to back it up. So what we wanted you to do was piggyback off us with our support. So we've created this section where it teaches you the exact way that we do offline marketing to bring them online, and we do deal with our offline clients and how we approach these big companies and stuff like that. And we call it the Certified FB Trainer Facebook Consultant. And what we're going to give you is a certificate, which we know is not accredited, and everybody else knows not accredited, but that speaks volumes when you go to somebody and say, look, and this is the number one question that they're going to ask you: why should I use you rather than going and searching online? And the main thing you can say is, well, look, I'm certified in this Facebook consulting stuff. I know I'm abbreviating this, but this is kind of what I'm certified in this Facebook consulting stuff. I have a team backing me. I have experts on my panel. I have the tools at my ability, and you could have all this right now. Right, so they're going to have to go learn it, but they can get it right now. And I get that question all day long. I had it today from a guy that we're trying to close, and that's the main thing. Well, why should I use you when I can do it myself? Well, you start, if you know the way to position yourself and the way to come back at that objection, then your money is going to just flow. Your pockets are going to get full, because that's the main thing, right? And that's a stumbling block for a lot of people when they try to get into that next realm, is they go out and they don't know how to sell it. They don't know how to do anything. And this is literally like a 15-minute a day job, this type of thing. You might have to spend maybe a couple minutes showing them some stuff on Facebook, but literally you can go in, you can pitch them and walk out with a check and have it all pre-done right away. And that's how fast you can do it. And then you charge them a monthly fee for something that you get for free. So it's pretty cool. So what we have now is we actually have this available to you right now. If you sign up and want to become a member of this amazing opportunity, which is unique, there's nothing out there like it at all. 100% trust us, because if there is anything to do with Facebook, any webinars, anything like that, we constantly watch it, and our legal team watches it. So this is unique beyond everything else, and it's basically everything that we do, and we're giving it to you and then some. And if you have problems, and this is one of my guarantees, there's a 60-day money-back guarantee, 100%. But another one of our guarantees is if your campaigns don't make money, they're not getting approved in your copy and exactly what we tell you to do, you make me admin on that stuff, and I'll make it work. So there's nobody else right now out there that'll do that. And Facebook allows us to share ad campaigns and add, admin on stuff. You make me admin, and I'll fix it up for you and get you making money. So we got two guarantees: your 60-day 100% money back guarantee, which is huge, and the guarantee that if you're not making money, and we'll make you making money. So that is huge. I don't know anybody else that's doing that. So what it is, and the reason why we have this as a monthly thing too, is because we update the content consistently. Like, for sure, this sold and still sells right now, depending on what we're doing, for thousands of dollars, literally thousands of dollars we make for this. The minimum we've charged for this recently was $777. And they get a portion of what you're going to get. But we wanted it to be a retention of a monthly membership site, because we're going to update this with new relevant content every month, new modules, new updated stuff. And the problem is, if you're having issues and you bought a $47 or $197 or $497 product for somebody and it's a one-time product, the support is lacking. And we all know that. And, because we're in the affiliate marketing realm and we're in the coaching realm and all that stuff too. And the support's lacking because they made that one-time fee, paid the affiliate, and that's it, right? So with it being a monthly membership site, it actually makes you hold us accountable to you. And a lot of people aren't like that, but it does, because you have to have support. You can find us on Facebook. We're very visible. I mean, you can't miss us. And we give you all our contact information. So that is another thing that is ridiculous. Ron, did you have something to comment there?
Yeah, support is a really big thing. One of the cool things, I don't know if we mentioned here or not, is that we're developing a mobile app that's for this, and it's really targeted at that certified Facebook professional that Michael was talking about earlier. But anybody that's in here will have access to using the mobile app, and the mobile app will have access to everything you're doing in your CPAs on through fbtrainer.com, the membership site. It will also bring all the tools and resources that you're going to use all into one place, including having access to the people here when you have questions or you get stuck. We're the only guys doing that in that space at all. I always like putting this slide up, and here's why. As we watch the webinar go on, we see there's a certain number of people. We come to this slide, and then you start seeing this guy's left, that guy's left, that guy's left. And I always worry at first, like, oh, geez, are we losing all these guys on the price? And then I go and I look, and I see that they're all going to the buy page, which is a really good thing, because I would rather have you guys coming with us, spending $97 a month and making as much as $2,000 a day, like a couple of our clients are doing, than say, geez, $97 a month. I'm not going to invest that in myself, which is kind of crazy. People pay 4 times that for their life insurance, which they can never collect on. Or they'll buy Starbucks coffee every day, which costs you over $100 a month. But they're worried about that. So we positioned it here really, really inexpensively and at a lot of arguing for the sake of our partner here. And I think it's a really good thing because a lot of people are jumping on. So that's cool. And we'll get you guys in. The other thing is we're bringing a certain number of people in because we want to maintain the quality. And once we reach this magic number where we can no longer manage, the support and things like that, we have to kind of close the doors at that point. I don't know when that is. We're not far from it now. We'll maybe do another one of these, maybe another 2, and that'll be it. Because we want to keep this closed door. We don't want everybody to know what we know. As it is, some of the less important stuff is already getting copied into some of the more mainstream Facebook products that you see out there. So that's what I really wanted to mention, is just that the app provides a way for you guys to deal with us no matter where you are. We're very mobile in our business, and we want you to be as well.
Yeah, and I didn't even say the address there. If you go to fbtrainer.com/live, there was supposed to be an opt-in there for the 10-minute cash machine, which it didn't actually get put up. But if you enter your email in where it says add to cart and it wants you to ask for your email, you'll be put on a list whether you purchase or not, which hopefully you purchase. But if you purchase or not, you'll be put on a list and we will send you that 10-minute cash machine. And we'll make sure Mark or Rick get it to you, because we guaranteed everybody on this call, which is still quite a few on this call, would get a copy of that, and we're definitely going to come good on that. So we're gonna do some Q&A.
Well, the problem with the Q&A right now is that I can't open it. I can't access the questions. I don't know if you can get them there, Michael. Do you get the question?
Can't.
You can't?
No.
Yeah, I kind of got stuck on that, Rick. I can't open the questions, and man, I was answering them like a crazy man.
Okay.
For about the first
let
half
me ask
hour.
you this, Ron. If you go up to your file options view, check and see, does it have questions checked?
I don't know if it's my browser, because I'm in Firefox too, and I'm afraid to leave it. So I don't know, Rick, if you can.
Yeah, I can see it.
If you can pass the ability to open the questions over to Michael.
Actually, here I got it. It all shrunk up on me. I think I got it here.
You have to expand.
Yeah, the last
something.
one was Van Man. Yeah.
You got it now, Michael?
Yeah, I got it here.
Okay.
So I'm just going to look at the most recent ones. About the cash machine. Yeah, for the cash machine, 10-minute cash machine, if you go to fbtrainer.com/live, it's going to take you obviously to the sales page for this. But we ask you to put your email in when you're opting in to purchase. So if you just do that, and if you don't purchase, you'll still be put on that list and you'll get the cash machine for sure. And if something flaws there, we'll make sure that Rick or Mark gets a copy of the link and they'll send it out to you guys. But definitely get on that just in case we lose contact after this webinar or something like that. And, oh, there's a big one here. I have 2 questions. Incomplete information, depending on who's talking to. My question is, okay, this is a good one. The question is, do you have a profile? Question is, do you have a profile in order to have a page? Can I build pages for offline clients without having a personal profile page? Okay, so this is a really good question because obviously there's 2 separate things. There's a page and there's a profile. Your profile is your profile, and your profile is linked to those pages, but nobody knows it's you. Unless you click show page owner in the resource area, nobody knows that you're that page. And you can literally pilot through Facebook as that page. When you go to the page and click use as page, you can pilot through Facebook as that page. Now, so basically, we own pages for our business partners and offline clients, and nobody knows it's us running them. So definitely it's totally anonymous and all that. And the second part of your question was, do you have to have a profile to have a page? No. Businesses don't have to have a profile to have a page. You can go when you sign up as a business instead of a person, and you can have full capabilities, same as normal, but you're the page, not a profile. And you still have an advertising account. So it is the same, but it just disconnects the profile activity about it. And there's a lot of people out there that don't use Facebook, but they have a page. For example, a lot of the high-end gurus don't have profiles; they have pages now. I have a page. Ron has a page. Everybody has a page, but we like our profile for personal use. There's a second part of this too. So it showed here the profiles I showed seem to be direct linking, and Facebook didn't allow. Facebook allows direct linking. A lot of people. Now here's the thing. I've heard people say, "Well, I can't get my direct linking stuff approved. They're not my coaching students. This is at masterminds and seminars," and I honestly don't understand what they're doing because I run my campaigns all day long, direct linking to squeeze pages, to auto plays, to exit pops, everything. And I've never had them disapproved during the campaign. I've never had them not approved. So I have no idea why people would be teaching or even saying that because I direct link all day long. Actually, that's a big portion of our business is direct linking. So a lot of times if I'm doing traffic jacking, I'll create a page. Like I have a chronic commission page that I have set up. I don't think it has any likes on it because I didn't go for the likes. I used it as a sandwich page. But there's definitely different ways that you can do it. There's a couple of huge launches that were last month, and we created pages and built thousands of people up on them and made really good commissions through that too. So, but yeah, direct linking works all day long. And direct linking without masking the link works. I've never had a problem. Just exactly what you've seen. Copying it right out of the affiliate offer, right in there, like the full, dot this / colon sign, all that works perfectly. Even with my sub IDs works perfectly. And even using a pixel. So it works all day long. Did you get them open, Ron, the questions?
I can't. It clicks the button, but it doesn't do anything. Like it doesn't. I click on view, it just turns dark.
There's a question about signing up in the drip content. So we definitely have a drip system to this. And we'll be very honest. We're very upfront, honest guys. There is content in there, and there's quite a bit. In the next 24 hours, there's going to be a ton more stuff. So if you sign up right now, I guess people are signing up and stuff like that. You will see at the very top, there's a banner that says we're updating it, and the guys are literally working on that right now. And it is on WordPress system. And if you're a web guy, WordPress, if you pump stuff in there really quick, will crash out. So there's ways that we do stuff so it doesn't crash out for the people that are using it while we're updating. But there is content in there. There's a bunch of tips and tricks. There's previous webinars that we have with our students in there. So there's quite a bit of stuff that you can get going. And if, like I said, once you're a member and you need a little bit of help, we're like a message away. So. Oh, okay. There is there is, I guess somebody went to our .com instead of our affiliate for this /live. If you go to the .com, you can pay $97 or $77 and you come in. I forgot to mention that we're giving, this should have been the next slide, but it's not. I don't know why. We're giving everybody that signs up tonight a 1-hour coaching session with us on bonus, which we literally charge $2,000 for. So you'll get that on top. I forgot to mention that when we were talking at the beginning there. So there's an extra added value to this just for signing up off of the OfferVault webinar here.
Yeah, what we've set up with partners like Mark is to basically bring more value than anybody can get if they just go to the website. And the other reason is that we had experience with people coming into FB Trainer and not really knowing how they wanted to use it. So it's kind of like somebody's a first time RV buyer, and so they know they want an RV, so they kind of kick around and they end up getting in one. And we spend a lot of time kind of doing the rudimentary stuff. And there is some advantage to us as trainers and coaches to have people coming in that are already interested in CPA. They're already a little bit versed. You don't have to be an expert, but you guys have an idea on what it is that you want to do. That helps us a lot, and it saves an awful lot of time, and we can propel you forward a lot faster than somebody that's never been exposed to the internet before or internet business before. And, sort of the opportunity seeker kind of person, that's really not the ideal fit for what we're doing. So by hooking up with you guys and Mark, we know that you guys are coming from kind of a space of having more information than that. So that saves us. So in order to make that value added, we do the extra coaching, which is really expensive, but we're including it in here. Coaching is the best thing you can get. So even if down the road, even if this is something that maybe doesn't fit you, though I can't see why, how it couldn't, but if there's something like that, you really need to get coached. Coaching is the very best money you're ever going to spend. So here you can get it combined with the membership training. And quite frankly, that's what the hourly rate is for us. If you're a business from in town that calls us up, we're $2,500 to come to your office, $1,500 an hour on the phone. That's what it costs. We sell coaching for internet marketing in general. It's $5,000 a month. That's for 4 hours on the phone. Okay, so coaching is very expensive. Good quality coaching costs money. And the fact of the matter is we don't have any openings in our one-on-one coaching. We're booked. So to be able to get this kind of coaching in here is actually a really nice bonus. And for me, when I was starting out, I would gladly pay $97 to be able to tap into someone like Michael's brain or my brain. When I was starting out, that would be something, though, that would be really of value. We were just approached today by a university in the States where there's 2 professors writing a book on the future of e-commerce. And we're one of 10 writers on the planet that's been asked to write because they recognize how we see where things are going in terms of Facebook and e-com. People like us get approached for things like that because we're good at what we do. And you don't get that kind of coaching cheap. So $97 a month to have that access plus all of the goodies in here, that's pretty cool. In fact, Michael was building up that 10-minute cash machine to be a $97 product just by itself. And that was something that he's offered to Mark's group in here just for going through and putting in your email address there. You can see on the screen, you go right above add to cart, you put your email address in there, click add to cart. It doesn't even take any money from you at that point. It just puts you in to go and get that 10-minute cash machine for free, which is really cool. So you can at very least get that. And let me tell you what, when you see how this stuff works, you're going to come back later. But here's the caveat. You will not be able to come back later and get this for $97, okay? Because we can only do that for Mark for basically today. And I think maybe until, Mike, like 8 o'clock tomorrow morning or something?
Yeah.
Something like
because
that.
the coaching, it takes up a lot of time. Yeah,
and we're kind of extending it to tomorrow morning for Mark. But after that, we can't. After that, it's basically the full price. So, and you won't get the coaching. And without sounding like being too pompous, the coaching is really the bomb here. You know what? When you look at this and you spread this thing out on a whiteboard, and we're surrounded by whiteboards and flip charts in here, the coaching is really what this is about. You can come to us with whatever business you're doing, how it relates to Facebook, how it might not relate to Facebook. It might be an SEO thing. It can be anything. And we can coach you on it, and what we'll do is we will lead you to the best conclusion. We don't just give you the answer. We just propel you along. So get to the page, get to the right link to fbtrainer.com/go and get signed up so that we can get you guys on board, get you started, and get you into some profit, get you making some money. So you won't have to attend any other webinars. The only ones you'll be on is our membership ones. Get in, get the coaching. You're going to be on the app and get access to all the goodies that are coming up in this comprehensive business suite. So get on board, guys. I think, Michael, unless you've got anything else you want to cover, holy smokes, it's like everybody's going to the order page. That's awesome. Oh, that's a good thing.
No, you said /go. It's actually /live.
Oh, I'm sorry, /live.
I don't mean to correct you. I don't like to correct you in public like that, but I do.
No, that's cool. That's cool. That's an important one. I don't want to send them to the wrong place.
Yeah, and there's this. I'll answer two of these questions real quick because they're good ones. There's a guy that was saying with the 10-minute cash machine and all that stuff, can he make money to cover this course? 100%. And not only that, guys, there's other ways that we show you how to make money with FB Trainer too. So 99.9% of our students are getting FB Trainer for free. So definitely if you can't, I will definitely work with you to hopefully make sure that you do, because there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to make it that kind of money every month. I mean, I can make that in a couple minutes, and I know I'm a little bit more educated, but you should be able to too, for sure. Filled in the email, and there was another one. They're the things are just rifling through. There was one that I wanted to answer, and the guy asked, how often is coaching? There's the membership coaching is bi-weekly and weekly. So say there's a month where there's a lot of holidays and stuff like that, we'll switch to bi-weekly. Most of the time we try to stay weekly, or we try to give you some kind of new effective stuff that week. The coaching that you get from that link /live is a 1 hour one-on-one where you call us or Skype us, and we'll 100%. And I mean, we like to talk, so it'll probably go longer than an hour, but we try not to, because our time's very limited now with all this stuff. So definitely, there's 2 separate coachings for sure. Yep. Okay. So I think that's good. I just wanted to answer those 2 questions. And Rick, if you wanted to just kind of close this off, brother, I've had a great time. Hopefully you yourself learned something, and hopefully everything made sense on the receiving end there.
Well, I was going to say that, and somebody my age to understand any of this stuff is, pretty controversial, because, I was around before CompuServe came online, and none of this stuff made any sense to us. We didn't even think of this as possible, and I will confess to my stupidity. I was offered the IPO at Google when it was first coming out, and I said, that'll never go anywhere. And I said the same thing about Facebook, so, I drink an awful lot. But that aside,
I wish they would let us buy into their company. I mean, you got to be a very big VC guy, but I would do it in a minute. I would sell everything.
Oh yeah, in a heartbeat. You look at the numbers and you just say to yourself, "That's absolutely ridiculous." 750 odd million. How many billion minutes a month? When you were saying nobody else does that, I think if you took NBC, ABC, CBS, CNN, and Fox and added them all up, they wouldn't have 700 billion minutes in 6 months. So
no. It's crazy, eh? It blew my mind when I started. I knew I was making money, then I started getting into the stats, and I'm just like, no way.
Yeah.
Stuff's insane.
Well, calculators usually don't have that kind of volume anymore, or didn't used to anyway. Yeah. So you're really pushing the edge. But I would have to say to the folks out there, the OfferVault members, that what you've seen tonight is pretty startling. And I watched you make that ad in about 4.5 minutes, in spite of the lag. If we took the lag out, it probably was down to about 90 seconds.
Yeah.
And that's all there was to it. I mean, you put your own image in and get rid of the Facebook, and it would have been approved, and it was up and running. Within 5 minutes, you had an ad going in a campaign that could have pulled 500 or 1,000 or 1,500 likes by tomorrow afternoon and made you money for 2 cents a click.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I mean, that's one of the main things. You have to know the targeting and stuff like that, but it's all right there. Like, right. So it is that fast, and you get it right down to the exact people you want to target, and you're not wasting your time with the people that are not interested. Right. But yeah, no, once you know what you're doing, it is that fast and that easy. It's crazy.
Well, that has to be the biggest and most unique strength of Facebook, is your ability to so focus on a market. And so you're spending your money only where it has any value, as opposed to Google, and I hate to say it, where you're throwing the money out and hoping somebody lands on it and somebody says, I'll try that on for size. And then after they've clicked and spent your money on their click, they actually do something.
Yeah.
Facebook's a lot different. I thank you guys. It's really been a great show, and I think the crowds really liked it. They sure hung on to the bitter end. We've been here just about 2 hours, and I encourage you guys to check that out if you haven't already. Take advantage of it. We have recorded it, so all the interesting info up front is going to be available for replay tomorrow on the members area. And to Ron and Michael, best of luck, and thanks for having the time to spend with us tonight. You guys stay out of trouble.
Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, for sure.
And on that note, folks,
thanks very much, Rick.
You guys take it easy. To the rest of us, good night all.